everybody, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Reincarnated! And for once, this is all getting recorded on the same day out of the last, dozen episodes or so. That doesn't mean I wasn't doing anything between episodes, but last time, would you all kindly go away? Your yelling's getting kind of annoying. Anyways, last time, what exactly did we do? We were running about, we did some exploring, we found this really cool, city in the desert. And we were, just running about, doing some exploring, gathering souls. So we're almost all the way there to getting Merciless and thus being able to do Demon Lord Evolution. On top of that, we went to the end and we're hunting the things in there, trying to see if that would be a better way to do it, and it was decent. Then we came back, tested out Engorger. Basically, it makes us bigger and gives us a little bit of a buff. But it has some drawbacks, like being 4 blocks tall can get a little annoying at times. Anyways, there was that. Then we just fought a handful, like 2 or 3 Charybdises, got the whole bunch of extra souls out of that, and that's about it. Last night, I was on here doing some work though, so between episodes, you'll see a little bit of what I was working on at the very end of the video. Something kind of exciting happened. But otherwise, that's outside of the world. In the world, I just did a little bit of exploration, a little bit more soul gathering, and a bit more running around, basically. So I'm safe for a moment. I'm down here, found a couple new towns, explored some things, looking for schematics. Oops, that was the wrong thing. And in fact, I did find a new schematic. Or I found a couple of the webgun schematics, but we already have them. I found the shield schematic, which we need. I think that means we're just missing... I think we're missing the bow one. We're missing the great sword and longsword. Other than that, just some soul gathering. And finally... Where'd you go? Where did you go? Did you despawn? If so, that is very rude, because I didn't even go a full 100 blocks. There was a Fulgin, and a whole bunch of his soldiers here, 30 seconds ago. But apparently they're gone now. They were literally right here. They were killing a bunch of slimes. You probably could have seen the soldiers real quick there. Did they despawn? I didn't think Otherworlders were supposed to despawn. That's a bit rude, game. I somehow doubt he lost to one of these random mobs. They're considerably stronger than even, Minotauruses and whatnot. That's sad. We were gonna pick up Spearhead and get one more of them, but rude, game. Very, very rude. He was literally right here. I didn't just miss them. I didn't fly. No, they... Oh, Louie, fine. Whatever, that's a little bit sad. I really should have caught him in the... I really should have caught him in the cage just to be safe. I had actually found him last night and then logged off staring at him, and he was still here when I logged back in. I guess I should have played that better, but still sad. Anyways, well, that was about it. Basically, I ran around, found one new schematic, gathered a few souls, and I had found a new Otherworlder, who promptly disappeared as we were about to get him, because of course. Anyways, today, what are we going to get up to? I would like to grab the last few remaining souls we need, because we're pretty close. I'm less than 3,000 short at this point, 2,600, not even. So that shouldn't take too much longer. It's just a question of what's going to be the best way to grind those up. And honestly, it might be hanging out in a desert, because deserts have tier 3 mobs, or a lot of tier... is it a desert? It might actually be the snow plains, because they have a lot of tier 2 Grimoire Gaia mobs, and pretty common tier 3 ones I've seen in a few different biomes. That's probably going to be the best way. Either that, or I have one more Charybdis core we can fill up real quick, so that's going to be another 800. And we can actually make sure to eat it right this time, because I only failed that 4 times already. Oh, a Minotaurus. Hello there. Or not even a Minotaurus, a Minotaur. That was a big chunk. Yeah. So, I have one more Charybdis core. That'll get us like 800. And if I actually do it right, we can get the big EP chunk as well. I kept killing it with corrosion instead of eating it with the gourmet or starved. Which, yeah, I know what I did wrong. I just need to make sure not to do it wrong again. Found another one of these. Is this a third one, or is this one I already cleared? Nope, this is another new one. I cleared one of these, because we've already seen them before. But I guess we get one more here. There's no loot upstairs, as far as I can tell. I've yet to find it. There is. How much EP do you have? 11,000? Oh, that was... Did he just delete himself from existence, or did he create an ice clone? I don't know. I'm really not sure. I'm... Oh wait, no, that was an ice clone. He disappeared. But this place just has some ink things in it. I really should get around to actually upgrading all the spells. Most of them are just, like, they're kind of low right now. Also, between episodes, we're gonna run back home and see how the villager spawner is going. Because I've had that running more or less the entire time I've been exploring. So that probably has quite a bit saved up at this point. Well, if you can go in there. Anything else good? It's not really. We don't really need most of this stuff. Like, we have like 1,000 arcane essence, over 1,000 arcane essence at this point, actually. That's way more than we're ever actually going to need. And so I guess the extra scroll can go in there. Where's the other way down? Because I know there's one more ladder. There it is. Come on, let me down. Let me down. Too much super speed. Sometimes step assist is a little annoying. Come on. Come on. Let me down. Fine then. Break an extra hole in it. It's another couple scrolls thing in here. And where is molecular manipulation? There it is. Here it is. It's a bunch of base game resources once again. Not really much of great use out of these things at this point, but they are still fun to loot. They might have something interesting at some point. So there's all that. Let's just go and beat up our kind host of our ice mage real quick and actually defeat it this time instead of letting it disappear. Hold on, it's gone again. Oh, there you are. I mean, I could just do Demon Lord Hockey and just get rid of it instantly, but this is more fun. Hello there, friend. Actually, have I eaten one of you was starved yet? I don't know. I'm not sure if I have, but we have now. Anyways, I think we're good to head home for right now. Unless another Fulgen just wants to spawn immediately. We are really just in the waiting game. We need a Fulgen and we need a Shinji, the healer. And then other than that, basically there's a few other welders we need to spawn multiple times, but that will be everything we need for Wrath, at least. Which would be kind of cool. And since we're so close to Demon Lord Evolution, we can almost even face down Hinata for real, which is a scary prospect, but one I'm still somewhat excited for. One more check. They're not, like, down in the cave somewhere, are they? And I just missed them go down? I mean, it's a possibility. There's no dead slimes along the way, so I'm going to say probably not. Like, I doubt they made their way all the way down here so quickly. A little bit sad. Anyways, let's just head on home. Recall! Thank you. Now, how is our villager spawner going? Flicker! That will speed up the way down a little bit. Oh, we're about to get stack overflows, I think. Like, these villagers are about to start dying on their own. Ugh. Actually, way too many. Yeah, this is what happens when you set up, like, a full stack of spawn fluid to be made, or something like that. Like, I think I might have been at, like, 800 spawn fluid. Also, this is only acting as single hit. This isn't working with Sweeping Edge. I'm fairly certain most swords are supposed to. Come on. I mean, Using hockey would be so much faster, actually, but the sword needs to gain EP too. You know what? There we go. That's so much faster. And that gave us up to 375. Yeah, there were like 80 villagers in here or something like that. That was worth it. Maybe even more. I don't remember the exact number. But definitely worth it. Loving the villager spawner. A bunch of junk needs to be tossed away. Now, I should actually set that up with more. Decent chunk of souls out of that. Emeralds, there's those. I went to the Nether and grabbed a few more blaze rods, although I'm running through them pretty quickly. Like so. Now this will set up another 4 buckets worth of random. It helps if I actually hit my target. There we go. And this will set up another 4 buckets of villager. Just boop, 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 boop. In fact, I'm fairly certain that's way too much coal, more coal than what it actually needs, but it's still fine. Come on, we need Ogre Flame. Not Ogre Sword, we need Ogre Flame. I want to get Amaterasu. We've had Commander for a while and just never had a reason to use it. I want to see its cool version. Come on. Game, can you just give me the skill? Like, I didn't miss it. I think I've checked this multiple times, right? We don't have Ogre Flame. In fact, I think Ogre Flame might be the only battle will we don't have, which is sad because it's one of the last ones we need. Very, very silly game. Anyways, what is going to be the best way to gather the last, like, 2,400 souls we need? We have one more Charybdis core, which means we'll get, like, 800 for free, but that still leaves 1,600. And is it really just going to be hunting a bunch of tier 2 Grimoire of Gaia mobs, or do we have a faster way of doing this? I mean, could resummon the Ender Dragon, but I don't think that would give that many souls. It's definitely going to be less than Charybdis, and it's a little bit difficult. Well, it's not. I just have to gather a little bit more sand, make sure I have the Ender, or the Ghast ears or whatever. Technically speaking, it's not hard. It just may take a little bit of grinding. Although I'm going to be grinding anyways, so that might not even be that big of a issue. But I'm sure there's probably faster ways. We do have an Orc Disaster in our back pocket. Could train that up real quick too. Sure, might as well at least start up with this. Sorry, horsies. Do I want to give up the horsies? No. We're gonna avoid killing off horses just yet. Consume! No, I need you to consume, not your orcs. Come on. This is just going to be a thing where I'm going to end up waiting for the Orc Lord to go up out it again, because this is not exactly super fast. Do I have Mortarer set up? Mortarer? I literally just said Mortarer, didn't I? Oh my. So I guess I'll start training up our Orc Lord friends for a little bit. Just let him beat up anything around. Probably bring him back out to the desert in a little bit. And from there, we'll go hunting for other stuff too. So I'm just gonna be at this for a little bit, I think. Hey look, a metal slime. This thing apparently made its way into the water while trying to run away from me. So our Orc Lord friend is just up there consuming, probably pretty close to evolving. Words are hard. Somehow I got a royal blood off of one of the summoned orcs, which I don't entirely know how that happened, because usually the summoned orcs don't really drop anything, which is weird. So, yeah, that just came out of nowheres. Our friend here's at like 90,000. I don't know. It's supposed to be 200,000, but it definitely doesn't feel like it's always correct. Like, I've definitely seen this thing pop up at like 120 or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I'm curious. Will you attack a Cecilia, and will you... Well, I need the Cecilia to get close enough for the Orc Disaster to accidentally hit. And then it will start fighting the Cecilia instead. Come on. Try to kill me and instead attack the Cecilia, please. Come on. Not what I meant. I want to see if this would be decent, but I can't get the Cecilia. I can't get them to fight. Hold on, is Cecilia just immune to... Oh, the Cecilia seems like it might just be immune to that effect. To the What's it called? I can literally see it right here if I look at it. What is it called? What is it called? Corrosion! Thank you! Yeah, Cecilias appear to be immune to that skill, which is interesting. Also, it seems like it's trying to attack them, but it can't reach them because obviously they're underwater. So this might not have been my best plan. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep working on our friend here. Hopefully it won't take too much longer. Here we go. Hello, Orc Disaster. Yeah, definitely still 100,000. It's weird though. It's not always exactly 100,000. It's a little finicky. I think there was supposed to be a recent change to it, but it might not have taken full effect yet. But now we have this friend, who technically speaking I can let keep building up. Hold on, you didn't even reach 100,000. It was like 95. I don't remember. How much EP does Charybdis have? Because the amount of souls you get is based off of EP. If I let this thing build up for a little bit more, it should technically give me more EP. Or more souls. So, maybe I just keep this thing around, keep running it around a little bit more. This thing will definitely eat a whole bunch more, because this thing should start auto-targeting everything, not just very specific mobs. So, let me just... Let me try and get this thing to like 200,000 EP. 200,000 EP instead of like 95. I can just keep letting this thing build up for a little bit. I don't have to kill it instantly. So let's do it. I'll be back with you in a moment. Now I have an interesting test I want to try. Let's head on down to the ancient city real quick. Where is it on this list? And we're also going to try and avoid bringing this thing too close to... Oh, hello there. Oh, Freerin disappeared. There was a Freerin just hanging out over here that had... Oh, never mind. There it is. Let's go capture this Freerin before she kills off anything I don't want her to. Come on. In you go. Actually, that's a pretty weak Freerin in comparison to the rest. You have 10,000. Can I feed the warden to an orc? Come on. And I can't. 96,000 will become. Never mind. The orc disaster didn't even get the reward. It was one of the other orcs that killed it. Because this thing is constantly spawning them. Come on, where is an actual spawner thing? I have stuff on, so I can't actually activate this, I don't think. Although I should be able to make other noises that should. Let's turn off Murderer real quick. I just want to try spawning one more thing, please. We want to feed the orc disaster, and I want to see if this works. Also, we're gonna double check to see if the warden gives souls while we're right here. It only has 10,000 EP, which means it's worse than a tier 2 Grimoire of Gaia mob, and thus won't actually be worth it for grinding. But it is still worth a test. We didn't get it to work before. Are you actually gonna spawn? Like, I thought that was 3. Come on. There we go. It didn't want to. Kill off all the summons, please. Oh, that thing can probably actually still find me because I don't have Murderer's sound thing off. Come on. Are they just not gonna fight? Where are you going? Get back here. Oh, there we go. 96,000 turns into... Wow, that didn't change at all. Okay. So apparently, this test is not really going to show any results. But let's try beating the reading you for ourselves real quick. 17,688. Turns into 17. Yeah, for whatever reason, the wardens don't actually give any rewards, which is a little strange in my opinion. Technically, they are a summoned mob, but they are still a boss. So anyways, apparently that is not going to help very much as far as getting a hold of a bunch of souls goes. Game, you good? I'll go find a different way to train up the Orc Disaster, or I might just take the loss, work on getting the second Charybdis at this point, and just seeing what we can get out of the Orc Disaster at this point, because waiting for it to build up any more might just take forever. I should actually set this up real quick. That won't take very long at all. Plenty of these underground mobs have a lot of EP. This is especially the Bone Knights with their 27,000. Actually, I should just come underground for grinding. Like, these are technically tier 2 Grimoire of Gaia mobs, but they have considerably more EP than the rest. Also, they're super common, so... that failed at doing that one. So Bone Knights might actually bear a best way of doing it, and if we happen to see any more of the, like, summoners from Iron Spells, they actually have a bunch of EP too. So yeah, maybe I should just stay underground if I want all my souls. Who knows? I'll keep working on it. I'll see you in a little bit, probably when we're going to actually kill the Orc Disaster and just take our rewards from it. You know, somehow I always end up back in this desert. Like, so underground, those flesh liches and the bone knights that you can find each have about 25,000 EP, and in turn give about 14 souls. Meanwhile, up here in the desert, you can find Anubises. I thought that was there we go. Who end up with just about 20,000 EP, so a little bit less, and give about 10 souls. So, slightly less on that front. And Anubises are probably slightly rarer than the Flesh Knights and the whatever they're called. Flesh Knights and the Bone Knight and Flesh Liches. I'm mixing up the names. But also you can get Minotauruses spawning right here, like occasionally, and together they're about the same frequency, you just get a little bit less souls that way. But up on the surface, you can get to these Sphinxes while exploring this area, which are tier 3 mobs with like 180,000 and give like 80 souls. So it's, once again, it's just a mismatch, like putting two options between each other. Do you go for tier 3s? They're less common but give more souls, and thus you don't need to kill as many. Or do you think you're going to get more bone liches? I don't know. It's a give and take thing. Like, what do you think is going to work out the best? So eventually I just ended up upstairs. I think this might be faster, but I 100% could be entirely wrong on that. It's so close, it's hard to definitively say yes or no. Anyways, I have gotten a gold box and a diamond box, which is kind of cool. Those aren't super common. And inventory is completely full of junk again. But at this point, we're at 18,000. How much are we going to get for beating the Orc Disaster, and how much are we going to get for defeating the Charybdis? Charybdis has proven to be about 800, but also this time I am hoping to actually eat it with Starved or something, which I think has a chance to give us more souls out of it. I know we'll get more EP out of it, definitely. It's just a question of, does that equal more souls too? And I'm not sure. So let's start with killing the Orc Disaster first, shall we? 18,276. 18,276. That was only like 150 souls. That was not a lot. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I guess the Orc Disaster is weaker than I even realized. Cool. That was so worth like the 30 minutes or something like that. Maybe even more that we spent trying to train that thing up. So worth it. So this is not going to be enough. This is going to bring us to probably 90 to 100, unless the 50% thing works, in which case 19,600 maybe? I don't know. We're not going to have enough yet, but we should be very close, in which case I can just spend a little bit more time hunting, and that should work. 18,444. 18,449. Okay, night spiders are 5. That's actually pretty decent too. That's better than most of the other things about that range. So, let's fight Charybdis, shall we? But before we do, gourmet or starved? Which one are we going to use? I think... Okay. Starved gives us the corrosion effect. Does gourmet give us that effect too? I'm not sure. Rotation doesn't. Okay. So we're going to use gourmet and starved is going to get turned off. Cool. Let's not make the same mistake for like the 5th time. Also, I figured out what went wrong when we tried to eat Shizu's Ifrit, like last time or the time prior. Apparently, I had weakened it, like I'm supposed to with Degenerate, but I also weakened its max HP to 1, so it couldn't be a low percentage like Degenerate needs, so that's why it didn't work. What skill do we replace it with? Does it really matter? I don't think it really matters. It just needs to not be starved, so Usurper, sure. Why not? It literally just needs to be anything else. So, let's spawn in our giant friend, shall we? If I punch this thing, like, twice? Will that be enough? I had to be very careful, because if I punch this thing too many times, it will just break it. Okay. So, 3,000. 14. Okay. The right bar is not updating immediately. What is it at? I need to look at something else real quick. 28. Hold on, that's still not updating. Come on, what's your max health? Okay, 1. Gourmet. 18,449. Ooh, paralysis resistance. Nice. Okay, so that officially worked this time. That is considerably less. Wait, no, that math adds up. That's what I thought that was going to be. Never mind. So, no extra souls, but we did get the extra EP. Very, very nice. And this thing's worthless at this point. Maybe if I had used Degenerate on it, we would have gotten something. Hold on, maybe I should have used Degenerate, because I think we would still get the EP rewards, even if we don't get the extra skills. No idea. Might have been worth trying, but I forgot. Anyways, I definitely need to go deal with inventory management at some point, so we're probably going to return home before continuing on. But 800 souls, what's going to be the fastest way to get those? I mean, finding another Charybdis, but that requires another core, which I have not found. In which case, it's going to be hunting in here, isn't it? Like, waiting for nighttime, beating up a bunch of sphinxes and whatnot. That seems to be the best way. Or I can wait, or during daytime, I can head underground, fight bone liches and whatnot. I have ways of doing this. It's still just going to be a little bit annoying, huh? Just none of the good options are available right now. Oh well, I'll just see you in a little bit. I'm going to return home, then come back here and just do a bit more grinding. We are going to get this today. We're so close. Before I even had time to leave, look who showed up. Hello, my Faruki. We already have Traveler, which means this is just an extra one for if we need to get Traveler back, right? Wait, where is Traveler on this list? Where did it go? Traveler. Oh, Travelers visit everything. Was there not one that you needed to beat up my Faruki to get the skill for? Is it just Wrath that we would have needed you for? I don't remember. Anyways. Once again, nowhere near as many souls as I was going to expect, because you had a lot of EP there. I don't know, souls are just so much slower to get than I even realize sometimes. Like, the fact that they're based on EP, even very high EP mobs, just don't give much. Anyways, for real now, I'm gonna head home and go deal with inventory stuff. I didn't even get... Yeah. After like 20 minutes, finally finished dealing with inventory stuff. And almost forgot about the villagers. And that brings our grand total up to 415. Again, another big little, another chunk of the way through. I think that was 45, right? And again, we just have another 4 buckets worth of the stuff we can go ahead and make real quick, which is to say another 16 and another 4 pieces of coal. Again, probably more than I need for running 16 through, but still nice just to do. So we'll get back. There'll probably be in like another 45 or so villagers waiting for us. I almost forgot. We got this cool fan off of one of the kitsunes while I was doing work between episodes. The kitsunes from Grimoire Gaia. They tend to carry these around a lot. It's very cool. It looks pretty. It's not exactly super helpful for us, but still cool nonetheless. Anyways, I'm just going to go down, please. Why did that decide to keep skyrocketing me up? I am very glad we have the bunny boots, because I just sort of started jumping and hoped everything would be fine. But there was a big chance it would not have been if we did not have those on, because we are currently not wearing shoes to stop fall damage. Anyways, from here, time to just bring on the Unyielding back to the backup. And back to mob hunting I go, I suppose. 700, or less than 700 souls. Actually, the villagers gave us a small chunk while we were at it. It's just like an extra 45 souls, too, that will be waiting for us whenever we get home. So, I'll just see you in a little bit, I suppose. Huh. There's been a high-tier dragon hanging out under this desert the entire time. Go away. Rude. This is bad. I mean, it's not that scary. I just mastered wind manipulation. Figured I'd go in and master wind domination, too, while we were here. Gourmet, how about eating a high-tiered thunder dragon? I don't remember. I've probably eaten a thunder dragon at least once, so this isn't gonna net us anything more. It's still just a dragon, but still worth it to eat it. Like 0 souls out of it, though. It had 30,000 EP, which isn't much in the grand scheme of things. Go away, slimes. You're just gonna be hopping around. But random old dragon just been hanging out here the entire time. Eggs? Yes, eggs. Not that we really need a dragon, but still cool nonetheless. And that stuff definitely just went into the wrong bag. I'll fix it in a moment. But cool dragon fight lasted half a minute, maybe. Back to EP gathering. 640. Oh my goodness. Hello there. That's... Huh. This is my first time seeing one of you actually spawn. I ended up cheating you in the last series. How do I do this? Are you flipping kidding me? I swing one punch. It's literally once. And of course, the one wolf I didn't want to kill jumps in front of me. Of course it did. Literally made sure I aimed as far away from possible as from that one wolf as I possibly could. And instantly, I press the button and it jumps like 10 blocks to get in the way. Because of course it did. Anyways, it's been like another 20 minutes. We are 30 souls away. If I had found one more Sphinx during the night, we would have already been there easily by now. I can't believe I finally found a Tempest Wolf. I finally saw one spawn legitimately out in the wild. And that's what happens. This game has a sense of humor, I swear. Anyways, I just need to beat up like a handful more things. What's the fastest way to get 15? Can I get like 3 more night spiders real quick, please? That's probably gonna be the fastest. Hello there. 1. Yeah, 2 more of those. And 2. And you're gonna make me do this with orcs, because there's not another one available, is there? 5? That's gonna be like 10 orcs or something like that. They do not give a whole bunch of souls. Come on, I just need one more. I'm still mad about that wolf. I'm gonna be mad about that wolf for a while now. For the first time ever, almost got one legitimately. First time I legitimately see one, and it does that because the game is a goofy. That's 20,000 souls. Do I need to undergo Demon Lord evolution? Oh wait, nope, there it is. Merciless has been acquired. Thank you, Frieren. Now we actually get to showcase this skill. I never actually got to see this skill before. Anyways, Merciless, here it is. Soul Steal. Instantly kills all mobs within a 30 by 30 radius that are below 10% HP, have an EP below 10% of the user's maximum, or have a level 2 or higher fear debuff. So basically, anything I hit with hockey could instantly get Merciless too, because my hockey does like fear 20 almost things. Also, 10% or lower of my EP, that means I could insta-kill like an Orc Lord, maybe even Charybdis. The only thing who is actually safe would be Hinata. And maybe some other high-end mob I'm forgetting. Soul Consume. Applies a debuff to the player's attacks that drains the afflicted mob's spiritual HP at 10%. Okay. So, I have slow soul stealing, basically. Although, that's would help against Charybdis, maybe? Like, most things are gonna die to one hit anyways. I think Hinata has spiritual HP or spiritual attack resistance, so that's not going to help much. Soul Steal. Oh, you actually take multiple hits. I guess the Grimoire of Gaia debuff armor stuff is happening. Hello again. We wanted to start with you. I guess we get to finish with you. I actually need Frieren on real quick. Nice of you to show up. Hold on. I want Merciless here too, because that is very fitting to use Merciless. Alright, technically speaking, I should be using Megiddo, but I don't have it yet. Speaking of which, should probably actually head to the Labyrinth to get some spells at some point. It's been like 20 episodes since I did, or like 10 episodes or something like that. Hello. Guide Manus Analysis. Spearhead has been stolen. Cool. Not that I really need Spearhead at this point. Like, kill 3 Frolgans. Yep, that works. Yep, just insta-kill the entire army. And now that I've actually seen you legitimately, I wouldn't feel as bad if I were to go ahead and make a spawn fluid for you. Because I could make a spawn fluid so we could kill, like, all of them and actually hunt them properly. I just kind of didn't want to until after we'd found at least one legitimately. But they do wear iron armor. Like, that's good to know. I wasn't sure. I was between low match steel or iron, but the fact they use iron swords makes me think they have iron armor. So, like, a single piece of iron could make it, I would feel, would justify it. I don't know. Anyways, Merciless. Finally, a skill I thought I could have gotten so long ago. Like, actual series ago. And now I actually get to showcase it. It's not even that cool to look at. It's just basically, if I go near something, it will die. Like, below 10% of mine, below 10% of my EP is 342,000. Basically, yeah, I think it's Hinata. I legitimately think it's Hinata and nothing else at this point. And if I actually somehow reach 10 million EP, which I'll come close. I will actually come close to 10 million EP, won't I? Because it's a 2.5 times modifier when I hit this button to become a Demon Lord. Which, do we hit this now or do we save this for the start of next time? I think we're going to get at least one new ultimate skill instantly when we hit this button. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. I know we're missing Ogre Flame, so we won't get Amaterasu. But Observer will probably evolve. and something else. I can actually check this. Raphael evolve. Commander needs Flame Domination and Ogre Flame. Can't do that right now. Cook is already evolved. Crasher we don't have. Crasher and Dreamer, I really want to showcase these, but apparently in the next few days or something like that, this is getting updated and we'll be able to earn them naturally, so not yet. Fusionist doesn't need extra skills, but I'm still like 1,000 TNT away from. Gluttony, we need a bunch of supermassive slimes, which we're just not seeing at all. Martial Master, Battle Will, Ogre Sword, Guillotine. So Martial Master will evolve. We have Battle Will and Ogre Sword, Guillotine already mastered. Cool. Musician, we're missing a couple music discs. Observer will evolve. So there's 2 ultimate skills. Ooh, I need to master Ranged Barrier. That will be 3, which I could actually do right now, I think. There's 3. We'll instantly get Shadow Striker, Body Double. Okay, Ranged Barrier and Body Double both need to be mastered. Ranged Barrier and Body Double. Nothing else we currently have. I think I have both of those skills, right? You get them from beating Hinata, or from beating Shizu? Body Double just needs to be mastered. Same with Ranged Barrier, which I don't have. Hold on, why don't I have Ranged Barrier? Shouldn't I? Do you need an extra skill in order to learn Ranged Barrier? And I'm forgetting extra. Body Double, be strong, beat, eat free. Ranged Barrier. What does it even look like? Magic Aura, Chant Annulment. Oh, I should actually get Magic Aura. I definitely have the magics. I just haven't mastered them yet. Requires mastering Ranged Barrier to get multi-layer. But where is regular Ranged Barrier? I don't see it on this list. Let me search through here. I know it's on here somewhere. I just need to figure out how to get it. Okay, I just missed it on the common list. There it is. So, Body Double, Clone Control, Clone Creation. Ranged Barrier. Oh yeah, Ranged Barrier needs to be trained on something. Also, all of my gear is now Hee Arcane, including the sword, although it did not get a new thing yet. Extra Clone. Extra Clone. Ranged Barrier. Ranged Barrier is now mastered. That did not take long. How do I get you to disappear? Do I actually have to beat up the clones, or... Clone Creation, Clone Control. Okay, Clone Control is how you switch. Although I switch away from all my armor that way, maybe? No, it just wasn't invisible. Aha, that's right. They just have cooldown periods in which you can use them. Cool. So, now that's 2 extra. It's instantly next time when we evolve, we're gonna get like 3 ultimate skills or something like that. Also learn multi-layer barrier, and just grab 7 random magics and master them for Magic Aura too. Yeah, there's a few important skills I have neglected because I haven't needed to worry about them. But this is very cool. Like, very cool stuff is going to be happening at the start of next time. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody, and watch out for what's about to happen next. Okay, so now we have our members shout-out area. This is currently work in progress. This is probably going to get fixed up and made a little bit nicer looking. Right now it's pretty basic. But we need to say a special thank you to the Gaming Tornado. As of right now, the only channel member. But still, thank you very much. I'm very glad to have you around. I'm glad to have everyone around who's watching and enjoying. But, yeah, take care, everyone. This took me like 12 tries to record. I'm not even joking.